Lawrie Mayfield-Smith at these stables here in Hendra. Tell us, how long have you been here for?
About a bit over 42 years, Nathan. Yeah.
And that makes you, what, the longest serving trainer here in Brisbane?
I'd say so. As a professional, there might be one or two one-horse trainers, but I've trained in Brisbane and never under the BRC or whoever, QTC, since December 1, 1976. And never left, and I was always a bit of a wanderer before then, so I must love horses and these stables.
So you found your spot here in Brisbane?
I did, yeah, I love this. It's like a bit of a farm in the middle of the suburbia. I can light a fire, play me country music down the back, and no one annoys me. When I first came here, there was probably 50 plus horses in this street. We led two at a time around the roads of an afternoon or over to the pool. Now you couldn't do that, or you'd get run over by a mother running late for the drop-off at school. So I dare not go out the gate after 3 o'clock.
And you would have walked the horses to the track back in those days as well?
Yeah, you'd sometimes you'd walk two at a time down Nudgee Road, and you got to remember back then there was no Gateway Bridge. So all the semi-trailers and everything went down Nudgee Road, you know, so there'd be plastic flapping and you'd be trying to hold a horse. It was a bit dangerous at times.
A good way to learn, I suppose.
It was, yeah. I did end up on the bonnet of a car one day, but that was when I was strapping for me brother. A lady hit me, you know. Yeah, the horse was all right. That's what all he worried about.
As you say, this stable here was what the whole area used to be like. Now it's sort of the exception, isn't it? So you get on all right with the neighbours?
Yeah, they're pretty good. They still invite me to their barbecues and that, so I'm going all right. But this morning, my brother sent one up from Coffs Harbour, and of all times it arrived, it pulled up just down the road at 2 a.m, you know, so I'll get a spray for that, I imagine.
And what was it, sort of mid-90s you're at your peak in terms of the numbers of horses you trained, Lawrie?
Yeah, we only had cheap horses. I think in all the time I've been training, I may have had one over 100,000, but most of them are probably 40 or less. We just had a really good team of horses, won plenty of races, had big punting owners, and as a result I was able to come into this place and buy it, you know. And
you had the success sort of, you won a Villiers there one year when you went away?
Yeah, Villiers, won quite a few races in Sydney, a couple of Tats Cups, Ipswich Cups, Brisbane Handicaps. Yeah, we had quite a bit of success.
And do you still get as much enjoyment now, saddling them up now, as what you did 20, 30 years ago?
Yeah, I do. It's mainly, I get the main enjoyment about living here and just having them in my backyard, you know, and I can come down here and just sit here in the sun and watch them, and sometimes it's a big help because you see, you know, if you're worried about one, not whether he's sick or not, but he's just not what you want, you watch them for a while, and after a while you can work out what's going on in their head, you know.
Yeah. Think about ever giving it away, or is this is it for you? Just keep going?
I'd probably go mad if I wasn't near a horse and a race horse, and probably here. You know, this to me is as good as winning a Group 1, being able to be here.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. So this is it for you? This is where you're staying?
Well, I always say they'll carry me out of here in a box, but whether the family let us live here for that long, I don't know, because it's not the Taj Mahal.